apologise as well for not being here this morning. I'm sorry about that. Okay, you have heard, I am sure, some absolutely fantastic stories today. And I'm going to take you back 18 years when it wasn't like it is today. This is how it was. This was our school meal service. And that is what we were serving. That's what I was serving. That was the total of my, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry?
Repertoire.
Well, no, it wasn't even a repertoire, it was dreadful, it was just dreadful, absolutely dreadful. That was, I was not trained to do this, and this is what we were told we had to serve. This is what the children were eating. And I have to take you back to then take you forward. So, as I say, this is what we were serving. And it really was turkey twizzlers. And potato smiles, I can name them all, even now, 18 years later. I can tell you exactly what they are. This was a school lunch. And that's the man himself.
Yeah.
And that was when I wasn't so harassed. I'm going to take you back here because this is what I decided, along with my fantastic head teacher, 18 years ago, to get rid of. And we did it through the whole school approach, which is what you've been learning about today. And I'd had enough. The ladies that were in the kitchen had had enough. And we wanted to bring our catering service in-house so that we knew what we were serving. Believe me, I got so much grief from the powers that be that you can't do this, it's not possible, etc., etc. One of my bosses at the time said, I'll give you 6 months, you'll be back. My mum, when I told her that, she went, oh dear. And they knew that I was going to make this work. And so, 2 years into what we did, I contacted this guy and said, this is what we're doing. And he said, if I ever get interested in school meals, Jeanette, I'll let you know. And I went, right, okay then. And he did. And he achieved more in 6 weeks than it would have taken us 6 years to achieve. But he helped us every step of the way. He upset a lot of school cooks because he put them all together. So we were all doing terrible things and we weren't. But that's what he did. This is where he actually opened the first purpose-built training kitchen that I designed for school cooks. And then I went on to establish Food for Life. And Food for Life is all about growing, cooking, it's all about what you've heard today. And it was about empowering the catering teams as well as the teachers, the cooks, the heads, everybody to work together. It had never been done before, ever. And as I say, this was 18 years ago. And we were very lucky. We put this idea together and we got 16.9 million from the big lottery. That gave us the resources to take this across the country, and that's what we did. From March 2012, as it says, we are commissioned, or we were commissioned by local authorities, and we still are. And so we have teams of people that go into different areas. And again, we got 3.6 million from the big lottery in May 13, and that now we extend beyond schools. What we've done is we've looked at the programme, and the big lottery looked at the programme, and other people have looked at the programme, and they've said, why aren't you doing this in care homes? Why aren't you doing this in hospitals? Why aren't you doing this in for children's services? And we are. We are actually in, and care homes just makes such a difference, it is unbelievable. And this can be taken, this was a very tiny idea, and what I've always said is that Food for Life gives you the framework, and then you go, on right, off you go, get on with it, because what works in one school doesn't work in another, and we have to be very realistic, and I certainly am. So Food for Life is an approach. It's, as I say, a series of programmes, but it's all about a movement of people who want to change. It's no good sitting there and saying, well, yeah, we might be able to do this. Of course you can do it. You have to set your mind to doing something, and at the end of the day, it is the children that benefit. And I have been now, since I've been doing this, I've visited in the region of about 3,000 schools. And that is across Scotland and England. Not all children are academic. And many struggle. And not all children have the lifestyle that we may think they have. And I have seen many young people, and one in particular, where the head teacher used to be phoning the fire brigade to get him off the roof at the school. And his issues were many. And the head teacher said one particular day, tell you what, you've got one more chance. And I've decided we're going to get some chickens. And so she gets these chickens, and this is 12, 13 years ago. And she gets these chickens in, and she said, right, they're yours, you to look after those. And she was fingers crossed. That young man came in every day, including the holidays. He had a little group who he was in charge of to say, can you muck the chickens out? Can you fetch the eggs? He was in his element. That little boy turned up for school every single day. And I have got hundreds, if not thousands, of stories up here that tells you about these children. It is unbelievable the difference that it makes. So we want to make Britain healthier through food, and again, it's been spoken about today. We want to make good food easy choice. And Kevin Morgan, who's an eminent professor in Wales, and this is what he said years and years ago, 2015. It is, Food for Life is one of the most inspirational social experiments of our time, which was fantastic to hear. So what does good food mean? You're talking about a healthy and sustainable diet, you're talking about quality food, you're talking about eating together, which again has been spoken about. But that quality food, what we've done is we've made 3 levels, so you've got bronze, silver, gold. And your entry level is bronze, and we are talking about it being farm assured. We're talking about the children knowing where they're, and the parents knowing where their food has come from. And you go all the way up to gold. And it's up to you. Do you want to stick at bronze, or do you want to get the next level, or do you want to get the highest level? The choice is yours. And that's how we work. So why does it matter? Well, obviously health, economy, the environment, and again on the economy side, I mean, one of the reasons that I started is a lot of my friends are farmers, And 18 years ago, they were really going through a bad time. And I realised that for every pound I spent, I got some guy to have a look at it. It meant £3 in the local economy. That is huge. And if you times that by how many schools there are, that's an awful lot of money that is going back into the economy. And parents can see where it's going. It does work. The community. I was asked by, this is St Peter's, this is where I was. And as I say, this is 18 years ago now, 17, 18 years ago. And I was asked by somebody, would we be prepared to serve the local community? And because I was a school that had to make not a profit, but I had to at least break even, I said, yes, of course you can, bring them along. I have to say that there can be more trouble than what the children are. They all have to sit in the same seat. They don't move. But it's talking about the community, it's talking about the children. The children used to go fetch their lunch for them, obviously give them their lunch, and then they would sit with them. One of the teachers then realised, these guys, when we're talking about World War II, they were here. And so it's in the curriculum. That's what they did. So these used to come, they loved it, absolutely loved it. Playing the piano, we did pen friends, we did all sorts. And as I say, it was bringing that community together. And it so made sense. Because when they're out, maybe late at night, they're not frightened, because they know these guys, they know the kids, and vice versa. So it does work, and as I say, that was many years ago. So what we do, you can see from here, what I wanted to do was say to the cooks across the country, you are worth it. We, in the UK, my wages were £3.46 an hour. When I left, which was 13 years ago, it was £12,000 a year. Not a lot for what we do. It is a lot better now. But I wanted to say to these ladies, you do count. Many years ago again, I said to a big packed audience, it's the only job I know where you go in by a back door and you leave by a back door. And Peter Melchett, who is our director at Soil, when he went, what do you mean, Jeanette? I said, think about it. I thought you were, educated. And anyway, he sort of went, oh yeah, I see what you mean. And it's true. We never ever go in through the school gate or through the school door. We always go in round the back. Why? Why are we so different? Not really. We used to have head teachers. First head teacher I ever worked for never ever spoke to the catering staff. Never. She would wheel us out at Christmas. And she would stand there and she would say, I'm so proud of you all, you've done a fantastic job. This was after she had invited 100 people and not bothered to tell us, and we'd run out of turkey, etc, etc. And she used to give us a tin of Quality Street and then say, right, bye, get back in. And that was it. So when I first went to the school where Dave was, I couldn't believe it. It was just unbelievable because, as I say, I'd had a head teacher that never spoke to us. Actually, we're doing just as important job as what you guys are. And if you work together, it's even better. So, healthy people, twice as likely to eat 5 a day. This is what we found. This is what's been happening with Food for Life. A third more fruit and veg than pupils in comparison schools. and significantly more fruit and veg than at home. I won't read the rest out of those. And here's the local economy: £3 in social return for every pound invested. And in some areas that's £4.41. It's actually gone up. And this is the healthier economy, sorry. So we've got nearly 10,000 schools, that's just over half. We have 380 nurseries now, and we've got 134 universities now. And these are just some of the quotes from various head teachers. I'm hoping can you see those? No? So we've got Jeanette Orrey, the new package that Food for Life has developed provide a fantastic resource to enable schools to create and enhance their Food for Life education, their food education. They are invaluable for developing healthy school meals, lunchtime experience and food curriculum, and support your work every step of the way. And that's what we want to do. We want to support the work. We don't want to lead it. The catering staff in the school, they lead it. We don't. And that's just one of them. And this is what it's about. It's about food quality, but it's also about food education. It's about the community, and it's about food leadership. And I suppose what I wanted to leave you with is that this is absolutely fantastic, what Tim's doing and what many schools across the UK are doing. But it's a road, it's a journey, it's travel that, you start here and you will get there. But it does take time. I can't believe actually that Jersey doesn't have school food, school meals. I think it's quite frightening, and especially in this day and age, because many children are not getting anything at home. And yes, you have to ask yourself, well, is that our responsibility? Well, if not, whose is it? It's really difficult. I'm seeing a lot of children and they are hungry, and I mean hungry. A friend of mine who does a breakfast club, actually in London, she said to me a few months ago, Jeanette, we've got kids scavenging in bins. This is 2018, sorry. It's not 18, 17. This is not right. And I think what you've found today is that through learning, you can actually build the next generation, a better generation, because you can incorporate food, and this is going to take time, this is a generational thing, but you can incorporate food within the curriculum and it works. Thank you.